DNAFIt are a company leading the way in wellness, and I have with me Amy Wells. Amy is a dietitian by trade, and she's also head of wellness at DNAFIt. And if you don't know, DNAFIt offer people a means to individualize their eating plans for a healthier life based on their DNA results. I have a question for Amy, but before I do, let me just explain. Amy is from South Africa, so I just wanted to explain her accent just so that you can tune into that very, very quickly. Amy, tell us a little bit about DNAFIT's nutritional plans.
Sorry, you actually broke up there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, tell us a little bit about DNAFIT's nutritional plans.
Yeah, so, well, it's in our name, and sporting performance, or sport and performance, will always be a big part of what we do. We sincerely believe that the benefits of our products will extend well beyond that. And from the nutritionists, we found that people, the general population, want to feel healthier and want to live healthier lifestyles, just for general vitality purposes as well. And from a DNAFIt perspective and from a genetic perspective, we consider and we look at various processes within the body on a genetic level. So it's genetic associations to, for example, nutrient metabolism or antioxidant requirements that look at how much you need in terms of a certain antioxidant. So general metabolism, absorption, but also certain nutrients basically act as coenzymes in the body that play their part. So from the nutrition perspective, we've always looked at nutrition, we've always included it, but our main focus was more sport-based, and now we're definitely embarking more on the health journey. And in part with that, we also launching, it's actually 2 new products. At the moment, they are only available in the UK, but it's 2 products known as Snapshot, which basically gives, it's in essence a snapshot of where your blood levels currently are. So it would be looking at your lipid profile, your inflammatory response, as well as all other elements such as your nutrient, not necessarily nutrient requirements, but say your micronutrient requirements, linking to your genetic profile. So it would see what your genetics require, as well as what your current requirements actually are, linking to that. And in conjunction to that, we've also recently launched Amplify, which is a genetically matched supplement. So according to the genetic results, for example, linking to vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, omega-3s, our B vitamins and vitamin D, you may have a normal requirement, but you also may have a raised requirement, which exceeds the standard recommendation. And trying to find a supplement on the shelf that meets that recommendation is quite difficult. So to match that and to almost enhance the product offering, you can actually purchase a genetically matched supplement from us as well.
That's incredibly fascinating, because I know, having taken the DNAFIt test myself, then the next thing for me was, how do I know where I am now? So the next thing for me was to get a private blood test. And then the next thing was, well, how do I get these supplements? So it's great that as a company, you've joined up that thinking process that a consumer like me would have. And I was struggling with to try to find supplements that would actually give me the kind of the recommended dosage, if you like, that you were suggesting that I should take. And you're looking through all of these different packets of chlorella and wheatgrass and everything else, and trying to work out how much of that you would actually need. And it wasn't possible for a mere mortal like me to do. So it's great that you're taking care of that. As I've coached and mentored nutritionists, I've regularly pointed out to them that having a unique product offer helps to open the door. And knowing your DNA, I think, helps people to understand what foods to avoid, and it gives the nutritionist, I think, a very unique angle if they wanted to kind of look at that. So if a nutritionist was to work with you, how would you help them?
So from the nutritionist perspective, they can become certified basically certified resellers with us, where they can offer the product and the test to their clients. And within that process, it's obviously through the certification process, they would need to complete the online academy, which they need to pass with about 80% or more. We need to know that the standards are
Absolutely, yeah.
And the academy is fairly easy in that, sorry, it's accessible through an online portal. So it's all an online academy, but there's also continuous support throughout. So from the start of signing up with the academy to the point of basically completing the academy, we're there to help you in terms of the assignments that you would need to complete. Yes, there's assignments to complete. The wellness team, so our team of dietitians, our team of sports scientists are there to guide and assist through the academy. And a big part of all of this is, it's basically information transparency, where we want nutritionists affiliated with DNAFIt to be able to relay scientifically quantified information. So if the nutritionist requires more information, or even a more scientific basis to whatever information they're going to be relaying to their clients, we can provide that for you as well. So it's one of our big things is making, I suppose, genetics as user-friendly as you can make genetics, and ideally having a nutritionist to assist and guide with that journey is an ideal setting.
Perfect. So for any nutritionist who's looking for a very unique angle, something that would open the door with a client, I know that from my own point of view, I studied psychology when I was younger, and I remember a lot of people, as I was studying psychology, they would sit back and they say, come on, tell me what it is that I am. And I think genetics is exactly the same kind of thing. We're all interested in what we are or who we are. And I think that having a DNA test is a fantastic way for nutritionists to offer a unique angle to their potential client base. I've noticed that DNAFIt have some very successful people associated with the brand. I know that you've got Olympic athletes working with you. And I also noticed recently that you had Rio Ferdinand join you as well, professional footballer. I'm actually a Liverpool fan, so Rio and I probably wouldn't get along, but I do appreciate what you've done in bringing him in. Can I ask you, why do you feel it's important to have kind of people who have a celebrity sports status associated with the brand?
So all in all, I suppose the concept of using genetics is a fairly new one to basically improve health and wellness. And we really believe in the value of aligning with the right people who can influence the brand in the right way. And such as Rio Ferdinand, who you mentioned, as well as Greg Rutherford, who is one of the Olympic athletes who continue to work with us. And both Rio and Greg, they do believe in what we are doing and the power that this information has on people to help them lead better lives, make better health choices in the long run. And for us, that is the most important, is guiding people towards that lifestyle change. And while, as I mentioned, the sports and performance have always been very important to us, moving forward, we are actually looking to announce partnerships with more household names who aren't directly linked to sports, because we believe that we can play an important role in that, and the types of people with and who go on to represent our brand are just as important.
Cool. So for those people who are looking really to associate themselves with a successful brand, and also kind of endorsements that come with that brand, like sports stars and household names, I think DNAFIt offers a really great solution, not just from a leverage point of view, as in we work with Rio Ferdinand, Craig Pickering, and other celebrities, but I think you've also got that very unique angle of opening the door. If somebody wants to connect with DNAFIt, obviously DNAFIt are on the Total Wellness Club website already. They're also for professionals. They're in our resource area. But is there a more direct way that somebody can get hold of you or someone within DNAFIt to maybe find out more about your trainings?
So I suppose in direct contact, it's anything that I suppose comes through DNAFIt actually comes directly, would come through me at some point as well, especially if it's direct inquiries about, I suppose, further training, further understanding, especially from a nutritionist platform, or somebody looking to incorporate DNAFIt within their practice. So it is all available on the website to actually set it up. Someone contacting me directly would give them an extra benefit. It probably wouldn't. It would be more beneficial to actually go through the right channels, because while I am a dietitian, it's in terms of the nutrition platform, we've got a whole team that supports everybody. So,
yeah, sure. Okay. So through the website, which is dnafit.com.
www.dnafit.com.
Brilliant. Okay. Amy, really appreciate your time today to talk through this. I hope that it's been interesting, fascinating, certainly from my point of view, to understand more about your brand and also why you're doing what you're doing in the way that you're doing it. I think that other nutritionists, if they come and join you, great, but if not, they've got an insight into how somebody else in the industry is working and what they're doing. So thank you for sharing that with us. So yeah, thank you for your time.
Yes, and thank you for taking the time to ask me all the questions.
Thanks, Amy. Cheers.